Welcome to this presentation on the new TA6 practical implications for conveyancers. Today's date is 8th April 2025, and this recording has been done just 2 days after new legislation has come into effect. I'll be briefly mentioning some aspects of this new legislation during this presentation. The Law Society also at the time of this recording has indicated that it will be publishing a 6th edition of the TA6, but that will be happening sometime after this recording. So the purpose of this webinar, when we explore the TA6, will be to consider general aspects of policy and advice to give to clients about material information, also to consider your duties as regards material information and also safeguarding your client's legal advice privilege. And I'll also consider the issues which I believe in the months and years to come will be particularly salient. These are issues related to some of the inquiries on the TA6, which I expect will still be there, even when the 6th edition is issued. So those are the general considerations that we will be looking at today. So I'll now move on to my first slide. This concerns my own initial concerns about the length of the TA6. When the 5th edition was published in 2024, the form, I believe, had more than 6,400 words. And on a quick count, if you look at the questions, sub-questions, and requests for further particulars, there were more than 180 answers that a seller could be expected to answer. The form was almost double the length of the 4th edition. It was also accompanied by updated explanatory notes, which comprise more than 8,500 words. If your client is selling a leasehold property, there is still the updated TA7 that they have to contend with. In due course, the Law Society will have to update its protocol, and this is particularly in relation to the point about the TA6 being included in the contract pack, because one thing about the recent Law Society announcement is that material information form will be made available for any conveyancer that wants to act for a client, that wants the material information to be provided when the property is listed. I'll say more on that briefly. The other thing about material information, there's been some great debate within the profession about what inquiries are helpful, what inquiries are unhelpful in a sales transaction, and the Law Society, to its credit, has taken into account the detailed feedback from the consultation on the TA6, which took place in the latter half of 2024.